This big guy is seriously lame, and he is a crucial part of the farmer's livelihood. Not to mention how much pain he's in. Hopefully we can fix him in this video.
And I won't let it rush when I see you dance, and the moment comes when I fall and time goes slow. I fall into you.
Yeah, so like I said in the intro, we're going to one of my neighbour's farms, and she only has, I'm gonna guess, around 20 cows and one bull that services those cows, which sounds quite bad. She called me the other day and he has gone very, very lame. This is only a farm I've literally only been to once before, actually. She only lives about a mile along the road from us, so it's not a very long journey, but it is still a very beautiful one.
Wigtonshire, where I live here in southwest Scotland, is a very close community, and many of my farms are within 5 minutes drive of my house. This one though is even closer. It takes less than a minute for us to get there.
I wonder where are you now? Wonder where are you now? Wonder where are you now? Would you know my name? Would you know it? And did you feel the same? Wonder where are you now? Wonder where are you now?
At this time of year, Scotland is like a patchwork quilt of different greens. Bright ones, dark ones, vibrant ones and pale ones. But right now, that's not where my mind is. Right now, I'm worried about what I'm going to find when I finally see this bull and whether or not I can help him. Despite being very close to my home, this is not a farm that we visit very regularly, and that's not because the farmer doesn't care about her cows, it's because we're simply not needed. They live a very natural lifestyle and they're rarely on concrete, meaning that their feet stay inherently good. This big guy though has got one incredibly serious problem, as you're all just about to find out.
I'd just like to point out to everybody how much heavier Craig must be than me, because it wouldn't go down with me on. As soon as you got on, it did. It's pure muscle.
So as we get ready setting up our crushing gates, this big guy looks on, wondering what all the commotion is about. He is a Simmental bull, a huge beef bull originally from France, and right now, that back right foot must be agony.
Straight towards Graham before we turn. Aye.
Once we're in position and all set up, it's time for the bull to get into the crush, and this is one of the most scary and hazardous parts of our job. These bulls can be very unpredictable. He is normally quiet and calm, but that doesn't mean always.
Right, so this is a big Simmental bull, and he went lame on Thursday or Friday last week. Then the following day, she went back out and he was much, much, much worse. So he's back here now at the home. He was actually away, a few miles away, and she's brought him back here so that we can treat him. He is wondering what on earth is going on. In fact, I've just seen his leg. He's not even touched the ground with his foot. He's wondering what's going on as well, because he was nice and chilled out when we arrived, but he is now up on his feet.
There are almost 800 videos on this channel now, and there are very, very few videos with a bull in as much pain as this. The throbbing sensation going on inside his ankle and his foot right now must be absolutely immense for him to be standing like this.
No, that's it. Lovely. We have to widen it up for bulls because their necks are so wide. A bit like myself. Oh, yeah. That was supposed to look good, but you just ruined it.
It wouldn't matter how well I knew a bull, I would never completely trust one. And this guy is no different. You might think that he won't be very quick because he's basically walking on 3 legs, but you would be completely wrong. The reason I have a stick in my hand is so that I can keep a reasonably safe distance from him, and once I'm fairly confident, I can get right in behind him and start pushing, although admittedly, He does have a slight strength advantage, so I'm hoping that he decides to help us and walk into the crush himself.
That's it, that's it, that's it. I'm actually not going to trim the rest of his feet because he's so sore on that one. I don't want to put any more pressure on it.
Now that his foot is in the air, the problem is immediately obvious. This is a white line abscess, and as you can tell from when I left the paddle, it's a truly horrendous one. The pressure on his hoof capsule must be overwhelming. In cases like this, I truly don't know if I can heal them. What I do know is though, I can make him more comfortable, and my mind immediately turns to that, so I start preparing that inner claw, ready for a block to be glued in position, before returning to the outer claw and investigating further. Remember, I'm not allowed to cut into live tissue or flesh. My aim is to remove any overburdening hoof horn, anything that is covering up this problem.
This is obviously horrendous. Poor big guy.
This problem, this cavity, this is what is causing all of that pain. So I need to uncover it and open it up so that it can be allowed to drain, all the while making sure I don't cut through any live tissue. And in cases like this, that is a difficult task. What you can see here is a mixture of blood and other bodily fluids. This is the remnants of a huge fight between the bull's immune system and the infection raging within this hoof capsule. A fight that unfortunately the infection seems to be winning.
Anything, and this wall horn doesn't flex, so if he gets a bruise in there, the bruise swells and it ends up bursting down the bottom, whatever's the easiest way for it to go, and then it gets infected once it's, once there's a track in.
Helping farmers and the people who look after these animals to understand why they have what they have wrong with their feet is as much a part of my job as trimming the cow's feet themselves.
What an unbelievable mess. I'll be honest, the farmer's here, so I feel difficult and awkward talking on camera, which is why I'm not talking as much as normal. Right, let's get a block on this. Or two, actually. So this has happened fairly naturally. Somehow he's hurt this back foot. It's burst out the top or the bottom, and that's become inflamed and ends up in this horrendous mess. And this is a horrendous mess, make no doubt about that. I'm sweating so hot. When it's somebody's only bull and their livelihood relies on it, the pressure's on, not just for the bull. We want to make the bull as comfortable as possible, but this bull matters a lot. Yeah, you want to get a large block out, Craig, and yeah.
The inflammation in that outer claw is very substantial, and it actually tracks all the way up into his ankle. So we're going to use 2 blocks instead of the usual one. That way it should lift the sore affected claw completely up off the ground and hopefully give as much pain relief as possible. This is by no means a perfect foot, but I am happy that I've done the best job I possibly can do with my abilities.
But the concrete's totally fine for him, like that's perfect. Because you want him to use the block. So if he stayed in the thing, every time he stands up, the block will just sink into the straw. Whereas if he's on concrete, obviously, it'll. You'll see. He should. Well, he won't touch the ground probably when we're here. He might. Once he starts realising it's not sore when he stands on this, he'll use it a lot more.
Off camera, the farmer jags this bull with medication and pain relieving drugs recommended by the vet, and I wrap him up with this blue antibiotical spray, also provided by the vet, and keep my fingers crossed. He is going to be very sore for a long time to come, but I'm hoping I've given him some sort of pain relief, at least for the time being. I have my fingers crossed for this big lad, but as you'll come to see in future videos, things really don't go well for him. For now, it's the end of our day, so we can pack up our beautifully green KVK, say goodbye to this old soul, and head on home, knowing that we've done the very best we can for this sore foot, and hoping that time will be on his side. In situations like this, the outcomes are not always great. We just need to do everything that we possibly can along with the vet and the farmer to get the bull or the cow back on the road to recovery. And I'm hoping that's what we've done here, but I do know it's going to be a very long road indeed.
I'll be your light, I'll keep you from darkness. Even when the sun don't shine, even when the sun don't shine, give me your strength and show me your weakness, 'cause we're in this together now.
I know it's the end of the video, but you really need to watch this. We never really do sales on merch, but we're doing a sale on merch. Graham says we need to get rid of some merch because he's changing the way we fulfill some things.
Basically, we're changing the way that we send everything out, and we need to reduce stock.
So there's 25% off absolutely everything until the 12th of July. So that means 25% off everything. Graham's book, a hat, a t-shirt, a jumper, a Highland cow, or even a set of kids' pyjamas if you fancy it. So seriously, there's 25% off everything. We never do sales, so take this opportunity because it may never happen again.
It actually won't happen ever again. We just need to get the stock down as much as possible so we don't have to move as much as we have right now, if that makes sense.
But don't worry, the t-shirts will be cleaner than this when they arrive.
Actually, that's quite clean. Doesn't really work.